Go ahead, talk your shit. Go ahead, talk your shit. Go.
I told you 4 months ago, you, Blue Blood, and Boxing Eagle. I told you what my boy AJ was going to do. He was going to stay behind that jab. I told y'all, Andy Ruiz don't compute with the science of boxing to beat AJ. If you stay behind that jab, 1-2. For the fighters out there, when you're tall and rangy, you stay behind your jab, step over, give an angle. It nullifies the shorter fighter with slow foot movement. It was perfect. I wanted to see AJ use that jab a little more. I liked how he looked slim. I told everybody he was going to come in slim. He was doing his backyard work. It was beautiful. Everything went to prediction. I wanted you to pull that video up when we was in Houston, when y'all had me out there, y'all triple teamed me, and everything I said came to pass. It was beautiful. You know, I beat Blue Blood at the 200 on the fight. We made an official bet.
Oh, yeah, you sure did. You sure did.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I tried to tell them in the suite last 2 weeks ago when we were there in Vegas. You know, when we were in Sam's Suite at the MGM.
Yeah, I remember. Stop telling people our locations.
I tried to tell them what was, I tried to tell them what was going down, baby. I tried to tell them, AJ, this is the big payback.
And it was. Beautiful. And it was.
Yeah,
and it definitely
remember
was.
I said I want the fight to be at the Oakland Stadium in Vegas. Yes,
you did.
I had predicted that. I predicted that. That'd be epic. Oh, it'd be epic. All them Londons and Brits coming over, man, invading. Wilder people coming across. Oh, man, it'd be crazy. Oh, Vegas would be off the hook.
Yeah, now
T-Mobile or the MGM ain't big enough for them boys.
Yeah, now we just turn into a stadium fight. Hey, let me get this super chat out the way. Brown Humility, man, you coming in 2 times. Hey, that military money, fan. Hold on 1 second. Message was the truth. Discipline and steward. And I like that word, stewardship. Wow, beautiful. Is the greatest form of appreciation. Thank you, Fred. Much love. Thank you, Brown Humility. Appreciate you. Go ahead. Now, continue. The show is all yours. People definitely want to hear what you got to say.
Yeah. So, it's beautiful. I loved it, though, man. It was beautiful. AJ, that's a work in progress. So Wilder must take notes off of that. You can reinvent yourself. You don't always have to go for the knockout because at this stage of both of their careers, with Wilder, trying to break that Rossi Marciano record and get this major money, he must not rely on just knocking people out. He's going to have to learn that art of boxing because it's about to get a little tougher. Like I said, with Fury coming up in February and AJ, so I want to see more transformation of Wilder. It was pretty good the last fight, but his movement was still a little kind of a little suspect to me. I think he needs to step off a little more. I didn't like what King Kong did. You can't outbox Wilder. You got to fight him. You can box a minute, but you got to get in and fight him because he's too deadly to load that shotgun right hand up.
What did you think of the Wilder fight? What did you think of the Wilder Ortiz fight? I never got your reaction. I was trying to find.
The Wilder Ortiz fight, I thought it was passive.
Passive?
I wanted it to be like, it was too passive for me to be heavyweight. It was too passive. I wanted it to be like Hagler and Hearns, but at the heavyweight division. Where Hagler came out, smothered the taller fighter Hearns, which is Wilder, to get inside to bang with him. Ortiz circle right. He had 30% of the game plan, but he didn't execute all of it because once you circle Wilder and make him turn, now you got to get in before that shotgun right hand come down on him. And he kept staying on the outside. So I didn't like that part. He still didn't learn the message. But with Fury and AJ, they're going to learn because they are taller fighters, and it's going to take Wilder a longer time to turn to get that shotgun right hand off. So I'm looking for it to be very interesting. So Wilder must go back and look what AJ did, the movement, the slenderness, being light on his feet. And don't worry about knocking out because sometimes to get a knockout, you got to risk yourself. And I don't want him to do that. I want him to.
So who wins? Who wins? Anthony Joshua or Deontay Wilder?
At this point, that's a tough question because it showed me flaws because of the mental capabilities that he suffered from the Andy Ruiz first fight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to see AJ one more time, but I still like AJ boxing skills because he's tall as Wilder. And any tall fighter that Wilder fights going to give him issues, major issues. But AJ got to be more aggressive. Fury and AJ have to be more aggressive against Wilder. You can't be passive against a guy who's trying to get you out of there.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can learn to be manly, more manly in that ring, I'll pick either one of them.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not God's will for Wilder to go undefeated, both of them, in my opinion, can beat him. Both of them, because they have the boxing IQ and they more technically sound.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing Wilder has is the power and the man-up skills. He's more of a man-up type of fighter. AJ and them still, and Fury and them, they don't throw enough punches for me to be as big as they are.
Mm-hmm.
They can't be as timid as they are. I need them to be a little more aggressive. If you're going to get knocked out, or if you're scheduled to get knocked out, you might as well go out on your shield.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got to do that. You can't be passive. So I'm looking for a great fight. So I'm hoping he'd be a little more aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Don't play with him, no, because this guy coming to take.
So who wins? So who wins? Wilder or Joshua?
Well, Wilder and Joshua. Oh, that's going to be an epic fight. Like I said, AJ has to be a little more aggressive. I didn't like the AJ. Even though he outboxed him, but we can't do that with Wilder. We can't do that with him. We need to be aggressive.
I know you already said that. Who wins right now?
Right.
Who wins?
I like AJ boxing skills.
No, I know who wins.
I ride with the theory of boxing.
So can you say AJ beats, if they go head up in 6 months, AJ beats Wilder?
AJ and Wilder right now. If they fought right now, I would lean towards Wilder. Right now,
because AJ, you pick Wilder?
Yes,
What? You pick Wilder? What?
Listen. The reason why I will pick Wilder right now because AJ has to still man up. Tonight, I wanted to see him man up just a little more behind that jab. Understand what he needs to do. Don't throw that sloppy right hand. He was throwing sloppy right hands, falling in. No, just stay behind your jab. You got a power jab. Larry Holmes ran the heavyweight division for 7 years with a jab. And then when you step around that, then the right hand came. So I still want him to learn the technical aspect that he needs to beat somebody like Wilder. Because right now his psyche, when I watched him today, his psyche is still kind of off balance right now to be as big as he is.
Sure.
So that's why I lean right now. That's why. But if he can learn to get his psyche as big as he is, don't worry about getting knocked out or whatever the case. You got to fight him. So if he learns to do that, then I can lean towards him because he has a better skill set to me as far as skills. And I think on skills winning fights, not just power.
Yeah.
But he has to realize that his corner, and that was the flaw that I didn't like tonight as far as that. Being as big as you are, I wanted you to be more dominant in attack and stuff. Like how Klitschko could control you by giving angles and stuff and not running like
Thomas, your old piano teacher's coming. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, man. But at the end of the day, that fight don't go past 6 rounds for sure. Guaranteed.
Well, like I said, skills pay the bills. Hey, all the great fighters that I idolized, grew up watching, they were skilled. They weren't just one-dimensional power.
See, you're picking Wilder, but your conversation is leaning towards Joshua.
Well, like I said this, Joshua made me look good tonight because I predicted if he does what he was supposed to do as a big man, he has to do what he's supposed to do as a big man. He can't be a big man and be scared. You can't be that. That don't add up. You can't weigh 240 and 6'6" and be scared of another man that's 6'7" that weighing 218. You can't have that. That don't equal up. You got to be able to come out there and fight him as a man. You got to know, your corner got to know how to disarm that shotgun. You got to know how to disarm that one barrel shotgun. That's it, one barrel. It takes you time to reload that. If they figure that out, it takes time to reload that shotgun. Once you figure that out and not be scared, you're going to see what's going to happen. So that's what's going on right now with AJ.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to get his mind back.
Close the door.
When I saw him fighting, they got to get his mind back up.
Well, I mean, he's as good as he's going to be. He's as good as he's going to be, man.
Well, with me, like I said this, if you're going to go out on your shield.
Yeah.
If you already know the world is against you, you might as well go out swinging.
Yeah.
You might not, don't get in there and get scared and all that, fighting scared, all that, bending down. I didn't like how he was bending down, giving up his height, you know, letting Andy come hit him behind the head again, all that bull crap. No, you got to stand up as a soldier. You got to stand up. You got to stand up and know how to defend yourself and protect yourself in that square circle.
Right.
So I'm still looking for them to come to that level. And once they come to that level, they will be successful. But until then, they might be a step behind because of that shotgun. Because he might turn right into it. He might do what Dominic Brazil did. He might walk right into it because he was scared instead of turning away from it. So, you know, you might get that from it. You know, you never know what scared does. Like you said, when you look a man, you never know what that's going to cause him to do. He might not think clear.
Facts.
Yeah, so, but me, I'm just looking at next September or June, he'll be ready.
Okay.
Fury or them.
Okay.
That's why they gave him the time.
You didn't think the Wilder fight was fixed, right?
Say that again?
Did you think the Wilder fight was fixed?
And that fight looked so sloppy. They didn't throw any punches from the beginning.
No, I'm asking. I'm asking a question. Did you think the fight was fixed?
Me, I just believe this. I didn't like it for two reasons. You know, I love the fight because I love boxing, but I didn't like it because Wilder. And you got Fury scheduled 90 days after or whatever the numbers are.
Can I ask you a question? Can I just ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did you think the Wilder Ortiz fight was fixed?
Well, I thought it was like this. Like I said this. I didn't like what Wilder said this.
I'm going to ask you one question. Did you, yes or no? I'm just curious. I'm just listen. No, answer the question and then answer the question first and then give your reason why behind it. Did you think the fight was fixed?
Well, me as a fan of the sport, I had suspects of it because, like I said this, I didn't like how Wilder came. I wanted Wilder to come out a little more patient behind his jab. He was
patient.
You know, but listen what I'm saying, though. Listen what I'm saying, too. What I didn't like was me saying it was fixed, but I just, you know, that could be a detriment to the sport of boxing. For me, I can say the fight is like this. I don't believe King Kong understood totally to use that Cuban background of boxing to know how to fight a person like Wilder. He knows how to box somebody as, you know, maybe tall as him, but you got to encounter in Wilder's height, his reach. So when you're trying to outbox him, you can't just stand on the line of the service to get hit by that right-hand shotgun. You got to be able to give him angles, then get in.
So the fight, so the fight wasn't fixed. Don't look like Wilder just lined him up.
I just believe like this. Saying it's fixed is a major, you know, blow.
It's not. Go ahead. I understand. I got
but what I'm saying to you is it's Ortiz's lack of understanding. It's trainers and their lack of understanding. So the fight
wasn't fixed. Ortiz wasn't fully prepared to fight a beast like Deontay Wilder.
Or it could have been like what Wilder said. Wilder said this, I'm giving him a blessing to help his daughter out. So if he says it like that, you can take it both ways. Because Wilder told you.
So you saying the fight was fixed?
Listen, no, it depends on the person's interpretation. My interpretation is this, because I love boxing, is that Ortiz and his trainers don't fully understand how to dissect and break down a tall fighter like Wilder.
So they weren't prepared. Wrap this shit up, nigga. They like, I got all these calls waiting. Wrap this shit up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, but
no, you cool. You cool. You my dude. Go ahead.
It could take it how you perceive it. Me, I love it. The good, the bad, and ugly about boxing. So for me, when I watch Ortiz and he don't do what he's supposed to do, be aggressive, and his name is King Kong, I'm not. I'm gonna have suspect. I'm gotcha. Like, what's going on?
Gotcha.
Why you not aggressive and you King Kong? All the gorillas I know, they're aggressive.
Yeah, they said change your name.
You see what I'm saying?
To You Of Boxing.
Yeah. Yeah, they're aggressive. So when you don't know how to be aggressive, when to be aggressive, I kind of doubt what's going on. So that's why I like to observe camps and watch fighters and stuff like that. I can tell what's going to happen. They make up their mind state. And Ortiz, if you look at all his fights, he was very like a passive type of fighter. The Cuban guys, they want to.
Man, I got to take these calls, man. I got to take these calls.
Okay,
I appreciate you, man. The Wilder Hater makes a guest appearance, man. You a celebrity now, dog. You a celebrity.
Man, I'll see you at the Tony Charlo Harrison, baby.
Oh, you go. I'll see you the 21st. I'll see you. Hey, what hotel you staying? Call me later. I'll call you tomorrow or something.
Okay.
I don't want nobody knocking on your door. Call me later. Love you, man. Appreciate you, dog. Thanks, man. All right, appreciate you.